Welcome to Jazz Reflections. I'm Brother Craig.
Brother Lasana Akachi here.
You know, all the musicians in my days had nicknames. My name was Satchel Mouth.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Duke Ellington. I have a band. I think the future is going to be all of this wonderful music that has been inspired by the distant rumors out of Africa, transplanted to America and the Caribbean.
I like to try to sing like a horn.
The accents actually say bebop.
You have to have yourself together as a person to express yourself in music.
And the important thing is not to play where people have to intellectualize your music. Because music is like a river. It's supposed to flow and wash away the dust of everyday life.
I believe that men are here to grow themselves into the best goods that they can be. This is my belief.
Jazz is only a white man's word he gave to music that he couldn't play, so we don't use that word.
From my perspective as a kid, funk, it felt like jazz. It was the same thing to me, same music with two different words.
Jazz is freedom. I want you to smile. Jazz is, as Abby Lincoln would put it, a spirit.
All right, Brother Lasana, we are back. Good to see you again. Good to hear from you. Excited to know what we're going to explore today.
Glad to be here exploring the women, my brother.
That's right. We're going to be exploring women in a PG sort of way. The music from a musical aspect, because we are still actually at this recording, we still are in International Women's Month, the month of March,
right?
And often, Lasana, when we talk about women in this music, it always sort of automatically defaults to vocalists, because I think it was so difficult during different historic periods of the music for women to be able to be instrumentalists, just because of the rigors and because of the risks and the dangers of
and
being out there.
Some of the men.
Well, being in the bar.
Some of the men.
Yeah, there's that aspect. But even just the idea of being on the road and being in these places and being, at risk and vulnerable to some of the negative aspects, the racism and, like you say, the chauvinism and the sexism and all these kinds of isms. Now, the good thing is nowadays we have a plethora, if I can use one of my thesaurus words, a whole lot of great women artists now able to thrive in the music. But we're going to talk about that on another day. Today, let's talk about female vocalists, some of our favorites, and some people, certainly the listeners, should be interested in checking out and learning about. One of the ones I think that you mentioned, Lasana, who actually has this piece with Pharoah Sanders. You want to talk about who that is and what
the legendary Phyllis Hyman, the statuesque, beautiful Phyllis Hyman, who was a marvel out of the city of Pittsburgh and who had such a unique style, she put it on fire. She did a collaboration with Pharoah Sanders, which to this day is considered a classic because of the magnificence of her tone, her style, with Pharaoh's horn blaring in the background. It was a perfect blend of horn, instrument, and vocalese epitomized by the great Ms. Phyllis Hyman.
And in fact, it's a song written by Norman Connors. Norman Connors, the drummer and producer and band leader that she also did some great work with. He actually wrote this piece. So let's have a listen.
take your place. Can't help but love you as you are. As you
All right, that's some grown folks music.
No doubt. No doubt. No doubt.
Very, very powerful love song. And I don't know if you know this, but one time I met Phyllis Hyman up at Howard University. She was there with Sonia Sanchez. They were there as part of a tour of Artists Against Apartheid. And so she was speaking, bringing awareness to the situation in apartheid and the boycott to,
Sun City.
That Sun City boycott. Now, moving on, you mentioned Phyllis Hyman. I want to maybe bring up this great vocalist, Diane Reeves.
Oh, my God.
Reeves, yeah. Now, she's been around a little while and is related to George Duke, as is
George
Anita
Duke's
Baker.
cousin.
Yeah, as is Anita Baker, too. And she had a beautiful album. I mean, all her work is stellar, but she had a recording, I would say, about 35 years ago, called I Remember Sky. And that song itself, the title track, was very significant to me. But there was another song on there that I really came to appreciate. It's called Like a Lover, covered by many others, but I never really paid attention until she sang it. So check it out.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Like a lover, the morning sun slowly rises and kisses you awake. Your smile is soft and drowsy as you let it play upon your face. Oh, how I dream I might be like the morning sun to you. How I envy a cup that knows your lips. Let it be me, my love, and a table that feels your fingertips. Let it be me, let me be the one put an end to these lonely days and nights without you. Like a lover, the river wind slides and ripples its fingers through your hair. Upon your cheek it lingers, never having known a sweeter place. Oh, how I dream I might be like the river wind to you. Like a lover, the velvet moon shares your pillow and watches while you sleep. Its light arrives on tiptoe, gently taking you in its embrace. Oh, how I dream I might be like the velvet moon. How I dream I might be like the morning sun. How I dream I might be like the river wind, the river wind. How I dream, how I dream, I dream I might be with you. How I how I envy a cup that knows your lips, or a table that feels your fingertips. How I dream, how I dream, how I dream, how I dream I might be with you.
Yeah, I really like the way that she used her phrasing to bring the vocals of that song out and to really give it another life of its own. I can see why that captivated you and why you caught it when she sung it in her inimitable style that way.
Yeah, and it's that another one of those grown folks love songs. You know,
Remember, we PG, brother. We PG.
Yeah, and Kevin Eubanks was on the guitar there.
Oh, really?
Kevin Eubanks, yep. Kevin Eubanks on the guitar, and Ron Powell was on the wind chimes, and that was it. It was just Kevin Eubanks, Ron Powell, and Diane Reeves. Very simple, you know, and a beautiful song. I think you got something else, another female vocalist for us. I know whose brother, you know, plays bass.
Oh, yes.
Like Randy Weston and
my darling Carmen Lundy, the woman who is not only a vocalist but a serious musician in her own right and an orchestrator of great bands. She's one of those people who hires young musicians and makes sure they get grounded and really go in the flow of her music. She's demanding, but she's fair. But she has a beautiful voice that takes it out to a whole nother thing. The piece with her that I really appreciate is this piece called Good Morning Kiss.
And Good Morning Kiss, that was the first piece I heard from her. I think maybe that was her debut record. It came out in Germany in 1985, and then only in the United States 1 year later in 1986.
Exactly.
But on that album, of course, she has her brother Curtis Lundy on the bass.
Yep.
Bobby Watson appears on alto saxophone. Victor Lewis on drums, and of course,
Victor.
in the 80s, Victor Lewis played drums for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And Harry Whitaker on the piano and synthesizer. So, Renee McLean appears on the tenor saxophone, Steve Teray on the trombone, on some of those tracks on that album. So let's go and listen to Good Morning Kiss, one of those beautiful songs. It's a classic, and once you hear it, you never forget.
Absolutely.
Hello, my love. Open your eyes and look at me. It's good to see the morning light in your eyes. Touch me gently, kiss me and say that it's all right. I feel your body close to mine, making love. Everything now is so much better. Promise me that we'll stay together forever. Forever. Hello, my love. Wake up and start your day with me. I know this love was meant to be. You and me. You and me, baby. Everything now is so much better. Promise me that we'll stay together forever. Forever. Hello, my love. Wake up and start your day with me.
puts you in that type of elevated mindset is just absolutely, gratifying.
And I was just thinking, hey, that's another grown folks love song. There's a difference between that teenage love and that grown folk love that
it's
is
the
like
way
a
it's
deeper
expressed,
expression.
man. It's the way it's put out there. It ain't like, the stuff that, oh my God, some of the stuff you hear nowadays on the stuff. But like you say, we're a respectful show. We are PG. We won't even address that. It's just to say that it's so vile that we can't even speak on it. So when you hear something like Carmen Lundy and people like her, I'll even throw out Angela Bofield just as an aside, Under the Moon and Over the Sky. You're talking about using the words and the lyrics to just bring a certain aesthetic of love and magic that you really need to enjoy the full human experience, and also foster and strengthen those bonds of love between people in love, men and women. So kudos to those women for those type of things. And brothers like Kevin Mahogany also, who brings a whole nother set to that as well.
And see, you brought up Carmen Lundy, and for some reason, this artist, Nina Freelon, always comes to mind whenever I think about Carmen Lundy. My thoughts always, wind up also going to Nina Freelon. It just seems like to be like two artists that are similar, not necessarily in their voices and their sound, but in their disposition. Yeah. And, both artists who are very talented and who try to give back to the community. They use their music as a healing force and
not
always
only
contributing.
that, just to add on to what you're saying, Craig, but with Nina Freelon, because I saw her one time at that Cardoza, she came and spoke to the students at Cardoza. I happened to be there that day, and she was telling them about music and life, and more than just about music, how to really, succeed as human beings and as Black people in the society that we live in. It was really inspiring, and my respect for her just shot up exponentially.
And I think she has
time to do that.
And I think she has a close, or did have a close relationship too with Maya Angelou. I'm not sure if they were related or just, but I remember Maya Angelou and her being, affiliated with one another. But let's go to this song. It's called Song of Silent Footprints, and it's really a take on Wayne Shorter's piece, Footprints, which has been covered by many, including Miles Davis and others, and other vocalists, including one of our favorite vocalists we won't get to today, which is Dee Dee Bridgewater. She did a version of Footprints on her fantastic record, Red Earth, that was recorded with the musicians from Mali. It's kind of tricky to find, but one of the greatest things that I think she put out. But let's listen to Nina Freelon, Song of Silent Footprints.
Nina.
Footprints in the sands of time, footprints yours and mine, and footprints yours and mine.
Yeah,
That was fire. She was fire with that tune. I see why you chose it as your favorite piece because that thing with her going up and down the scales, her pacing, the phrasing, it captured Africa in a nutshell, brother. That was a great piece to share with our listening audience.
Yeah. And you there's another artist um, that you have brought up, which is really, mandatory when you're talking about, excuse me, female women artists, vocalists in the jazz idiom, and that's the very beautiful and talented and unique, really, Cassandra Wilson.
That's that Mississippi mud girl. She comes out of Mississippi and she brings that earth and that history and that feeling of coming up in that Mississippi and coming out of that blues tradition and blending it with that jazz to bring such a unique delivery with her cadence and her style that just captures you in so many ways. The rawness of it, the sensual nature of it, the full moon of it all. She brings that moon, serious woman moon thing happening with Cassandra Wilson.
Yeah, and kind of like Angela Bassett, kind of like a timeless beauty that no matter how many years go by, because she's 69 years old, but still with a very striking
Wow.
beauty and a very powerful voice, unique, kind of that deep voice, I remember
that
her.
deep resonant feeling voice.
She did something with she do something with Luther Vandross. I don't know if you remember that I guess it was the 80s or 90s. She did a piece with him, but let's listen to this one, which is her rendition of a classic, Skylark.
Have you anything to say to me? Can you tell me where my love might be? Is there a meadow in the mist where someone's waiting to be kissed? Skylark, have you seen a valley where my heart can go wandering over the shadows and the rain to a blossom-covered lane, and in your haven't you heard the music in the night? It's wonderful music. It's faint, and as a will-o-wisp, it's crazy as a loon. As a gypsy serenading, Skylark, Won't you lead me there?
Yeah, Skylark, one of those classic tunes. And I don't know, the way she did it was just different than anybody else I've ever heard do it.
That's the thing that you love about Cassandra Wilson, is that she has such a unique vocal quality in how she approaches stuff. She's just singular. There's no one else out there who brings it like she does, which is why she's such a musical treasure when it comes to this idiom we call jazz.
Yeah. And that piece she did with Luther Vandross is something called, I think it's called I'm Only Human. But just I just only bring that up to say that, you know, her talent is something that she's used in different genres and that has captivated many different audiences. So Cassandra Wilson. Um, I had to include this woman, Jean Carn. Jean Carn, who was formerly the wife of Doug Carn, the keyboardist and organist, piano player. And while they were together, they made music together. And on 3 albums, she recorded with Doug Carn as a vocalist, some great music on the Black Jazz label. One of her most famous pieces is this piece I want to play today called Revelation. You know, it kind of speaks for itself, but it is, you can feel the spirit, you can feel the consciousness, you can feel the positive vibration, you know, in the music and the message. And she was so great at that during that time. Yeah. And I think too, you know, she had some type of affiliation in the early days with Earth, Wind and Fire, right?
That one I wasn't aware of.
There's a history there about Doug Carn and Gene Carn and Earth, Wind and Fire in the early days. I think Doug Carn was telling me that they lived in the same building or something in California, in Los Angeles. And there was you know, some cross-pollination there from time to time. Let's listen to Revelation.
Revelation with Gene Carn.
I had a thought that I could change a thing that was not real. I shared with it my space and my time, but oh, how sad it made me feel. Myself spoke out, awake from the stream. No matter how real your mind can make it seem, a ray of light came down to my brain. A thought so bright I can never be the same. A revelation, a transformation, a thought so clear and bright, a thought that brought the light. You know I had a lot to lose when I said that I would try to change a life to something its creation would deny. But I'm no longer blind, my friend, for in this life I've been born again. A ray of light came down to my brain, a thought so bright I can never be the same. A revelation, a transformation, a thought so clear and bright, a thought that brought the light. A revelation, a transformation. When the time comes, your spirit will live forever been true to self, your time is almost here. Wake up and fly to heaven, lovers of a perfect love, the whole universe will share. Beings of a brand new world, I'll make a wish upon a star, that you will see yourself as who you really are. Pray to your God with your mind to reach your goal. May He reveal a pure thought to your soul. They used my time, they used my mind. They said they would be my friend. But now the burning is gone and my self has come on home. I'll never be the same again. A revelation, a transformation, a thought so clear and bright, a thought that brought the light, a revelation, a transformation.
Right, Revelations.
Yeah, you know something, Brother Craig. That piece with Gene Kahn, puts me in mind of someone else who also has a similar type of flow. And I know she's not on our list, but I just need to give her a mention. And that's the esteemed and wonderful Valerie Simpson, because in her early days, like Gene Kahn, she kind of also had a jazzy touch to her vocalizing as well. Just in terms of those who, started out in jazz and then moved into, other more mainstream genres.
Yeah. And I want to say, too, on this record, which is Revelation, we had Doug Karn on piano, electric piano, organ, and synthesizer, Gene Karn on the vocals, but also Olu Dara, who was the father of the rap icon Nas, was also providing some vocals there and playing trumpet and alto horn. Renee McLean, the son of Jackie McLean, also on there with alto and tenor. Nathan Page on guitar, Walter Booker on bass, Earl McIntyre on bass trumpet, and Ira Williams on the drums. So there you go. We got more music to talk about. Speaking of people like Cassandra Wilson, timeless beauties, and people of great musical talent, that goes for Phyllis Hyman, like you mentioned, and Nina Freelon and Carmen Lundy, all these people. Also, there's this artist, Lasana, who even had a talk show on television, has been in a few had some movie appearances, and
we're talking about the nubile Nancy Wilson.
There you go. Nancy Wilson. I tell you, you picked Nancy Wilson, and I thought you might. I have to tell a real short story, and that is when I was a little kid, and I'm talking about so small that I was still crawling on the floor. I remember seeing Nancy Wilson and Cannonball Adderley, their record together, the record cover. And she was wearing that yellow dress. And I used to think to myself when I was a little baby, one day I'm going to get one of those. So,
hey, brother, I can relate, but you got to remember, we still PG.
PG, yeah.
You taking it over there.
It's PG. It's PG because after all, I was a baby when I had these thoughts. So that's PG. But that's Nancy Wilson. We're going to go to this Nancy Wilson tune, which I think is a version. You were telling me, of course, it's a version of the song by the Emotions, right?
Oh, yes. Song by the Emotions, Don't Ask My Neighbor, which is also a heavily covered song. But I think Nancy covered it the best of anybody I've heard try to cover that tune.
You're wondering if friends only guess. They can't stay real. Don't ask my neighbor. Don't ask the friends I hang around. Don't be afraid. Come to me. Don't ask my neighbor. Come to me. Don't be afraid of what you see. You find I love you. Come to me. Don't be afraid. You ask all my friends if I'm the same boy. You don't understand. You think I'm changing. Whoa. Don't ask my neighbor. Never ask the friends I hang around. Don't be afraid. Come to me. Don't ask my neighbor. Come to me. Don't be afraid of what you see. You will find I love you. Come to me. Don't be afraid. Don't ask my neighbor. Come on. Come to me. Come on. Be afraid. What you see. Of what you see. You'll find I love you. You will find I love you. Come to me. Don't be afraid. Don't you be afraid. Don't you be afraid. Come on. Don't ask my neighbor. Come to me. Come on. Don't be afraid. Don't you be afraid. Of what you see. You will find I love you. Come to me. Don't be
Nancy Wilson, don't ask your neighbor.
Come ask my neighbors. Come and ask me if you need any info.
All right. That was beautiful. And I like the feeling of that song. It kind of blends in next with this artist, Randy Crawford, who came to most people's attention probably when she sang with the Crusaders, Street Life. That must have been like back in 1979, I think, or 80. But she had some music before that. And of course, has had a lot of music since then as well. So here's a piece. And, in the United States, basically, she was ignored for many years, after Street Life and maybe the next album that she did. But in Europe, where I grew up, in the United Kingdom, she was always very popular. And I think she spent most of her career over in Europe being very successful and then occasionally trying to get some, support in the United States. But let's go to her version of Everything Must Change, actually a song that I first heard sung by George Benson.
Mm.
everything must change. Nothing stays the same. Everyone will change. No one stays the same. The young become the old. Mysteries do unfold. For that's the way of time. Nothing and no one goes unchanged. There are not many things in life you can be sure of. Except rain comes from the clouds, sun lights up the sky, hummingbirds do fly. When it turns to spring, a wounded heart will heal, but never much too soon. But everything must change. The young become the old. Mysteries do unfold. But that's the way the time. Nothing goes unchanged. There are not many things in life you can be sure of, except rain comes from the clouds, sun lights up the skies, the hummingbirds do fly. Rain comes from the clouds, sun lights up the sky, hummingbirds do fly. Rain comes from the clouds, sun lights up the sky, rain comes from the clouds, the sun lights up the sky. Music makes me
Randy Crawford.
Yeah, Randy Crawford. She really did justice to that tune because that's a standard that a lot of people do, and I really like the flavor that she brings to that particular version of that. course, my favorite Randy Crawford tune of all time is going to be Rio de Janeiro Blue. I just love the way she does that. But that was nice. That was very good.
Yeah, and Rio de Janeiro Blue, that was on that Secret Combinations record that came after her success there with the Crusaders. And that was in 1981. But this piece actually comes from 1976. It was like 5 years earlier. This was her debut on Warner Brothers, although she may have even had some music before that. But yeah, she had this record, Everything Must Change, which has, a lot of great music on it. And she had a number of other records before Secret Combination. She had Miss Randy Crawford, Raw Silk, and Now We May Begin, which has that beautiful song, One Day I'll Fly Away, is on there, that was covered by Joe Sample and Layla Hathaway. But that really brings an end to our piece on the women vocalists. Hope you enjoyed that. Some of that grown folks love music, so we signing off.
We'll see y'all next time. And remember, come and be with us on Jazz Reflection.